Hidden in the Nevada desert, far from the lights of Las Vegas, there is a place that has fueled more rumors, secrets, and late-night conversations than almost any other spot on Earth. This place is known as Area 51. On the surface, it looks like nothing more than a cluster of hangars, runways, and desert mountains. But for decades, it has been at the center of conspiracy theories about UFOs, secret technology, and even extraterrestrial life. The story of Area 51 begins in the early years of the Cold War. After World War II, the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a struggle for global power. Each side was desperate to gain an edge in technology, especially in the skies. In 1955, the U.S. Air Force chose a remote dry lakebed called Groom Lake, hidden deep inside the Nevada desert, as the perfect testing ground for secret projects. The place was so isolated that pilots could fly experimental aircraft without fear of being spotted by civilians. It was here that the legendary U-2 spy plane was tested, a jet that could fly higher than any aircraft at the time and photograph enemy territory from extreme altitudes. The workers and pilots who came to Groom Lake called it simply the Ranch. But on government maps, the area was marked with a grid number. That number was Area 51. From that moment on, the name stuck. Officially, it did not exist. There were no road signs pointing to it, no public records, and no acknowledgement from the U.S. government. But in the desert, activity was taking place that the public could only imagine. As the Cold War continued, Area 51 became a testing ground for some of America's most advanced aircraft. After the U-2 came the A-12 Oxcart, a sleek jet that could reach speeds over Mach 3, faster than a bullet. Later, prototypes of the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter were flown there, a plane that seemed almost alien in shape. These programs were top secret, hidden from Congress, from the media, and from the American people. But secrecy comes at a cost. The intense security around Area 51 began to draw suspicion. Locals noticed strange lights in the sky at night, glowing objects moving in ways that no known aircraft should. Commercial airline pilots reported metallic shapes darting across their paths. And in a world already fascinated with the idea of UFOs, Area 51 quickly became the #1 suspect. The UFO connection gained even more strength because of an event that happened years earlier, the Roswell incident of 1947. In New Mexico, a strange object had crashed on a ranch. The U.S. military first announced it had recovered a flying disc, but then quickly changed the story, claiming it was only a weather balloon. For many Americans, the sudden reversal felt suspicious. People began to believe that the government was hiding the wreckage of a UFO, maybe even alien bodies, and that the remains were secretly moved to none other than Area 51. By the 1980s, the secrecy of Area 51 had become impossible to ignore. That's when a man named Bob Lazar entered the story. Lazar claimed he had worked near Area 51 at a site called S4, where he said the U.S. was reverse engineering alien spacecraft. According to him, inside hidden hangars carved into the mountains, the government stored flying saucers powered by a mysterious element not found on Earth. Lazar described how the craft could bend space-time and move in ways impossible for human aircraft. His claims were shocking, and although critics dismissed him as a fraud, many people found his story believable, especially given the government's long history of keeping secrets. The rumors spread fast. Area 51 became the center of pop culture fascination. Movies like Independence Day, TV shows like The X-Files, and countless documentaries portrayed it as the hidden vault of alien technology. People began driving out into the Nevada desert just to catch a glimpse of the base from the surrounding hills. The government posted no trespassing signs around the perimeter, warning that deadly force could be used against intruders. This only made the mystery stronger. In the skies above Nevada, sightings continued. Pilots and locals reported glowing discs, hovering lights, and silent triangular craft moving with impossible speed. Some of these may have been experimental U.S. aircraft. After all, the stealth fighter and the B-2 bomber were once secret projects tested at Area 51 before the public knew they existed. But others remained unexplained. Were they advanced drones, secret military prototypes, Or were they something not of this world? For decades, the government refused to even acknowledge Area 51 existed. Maps showed nothing. Officials answered no comment when asked about it. That silence made the UFO theories stronger. It wasn't until 2013 that the CIA finally released declassified documents confirming that Area 51 was a testing site for spy planes during the Cold War. But the release did little to calm suspicions. If the government had kept Area 51 secret for half a century, what else might they still be hiding? In 2019, the internet gave Area 51 a new wave of attention. A Facebook event titled "Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us" went viral, with millions of people joking about rushing the base to uncover its secrets. The event was meant as a meme, but thousands actually traveled to Nevada for what became known as alien stock. While nobody stormed the gates, the event proved just how deeply Area 51 had embedded itself in American culture. It wasn't just a military base anymore. It was a symbol of mystery, secrecy, and the possibility that we are not alone. Today, Area 51 is still one of the most secure places in the United States. Armed guards patrol the desert roads. Cameras and motion sensors line the perimeter. The airspace above the base is restricted, one of the most tightly controlled zones in the world. Whatever happens there, the government clearly wants to keep it hidden. Is Area 51 simply a test site for next-generation military aircraft? History shows that much of the mystery can be explained this way. Many UFO sightings around the base in the 1950s and 1960s likely came from the U-2 and A-12 programs, which at the time were beyond anything the public could imagine. But there are still stories, eyewitness accounts, leaked photos, and unexplained encounters that suggest something more. People who have worked at or near the base tell stories of technology decades ahead of its time. Some insist they saw aircraft shaped like discs, moving silently without wings or exhaust. Others claim they handled strange metals that could not be bent or burned. And there are still those who swear that inside Area 51, hidden deep underground, are the remains of alien visitors. Whether fact or fiction, the legend of Area 51 continues to grow. It is a place where America's deepest secrets collide with our biggest questions about the universe. Are we alone? If not, has our government made contact with beings from beyond the stars? And if the truth lies hidden in the Nevada desert, will we ever really know?